welcome to Blooming in Bloomington. We are in Butler Park on the edge of the Story Walk. And I'm looking at two things that are blooming with berries. So I have elderberry right here. It might also be known as elderflower. You can see it's really ripe with those heavy red berries. And then I have a look-alike that some people get confused right next to it in pokeweed. So I'm going to talk about one and then I'm going to talk about the other. But they both make dark berries, so they can get a little bit confusing at times. Alright, so first one, this is elderberry, also known as elderflower. It has a big umbrella of berries or flowers. The flowers are white, and it has that red stem all up in there on the berries. So you can actually see and think that there's berries from far away, but you get closer and they've been picked clean, but where the berries have been is still very dark. If you look on their leaves, these are compound leaves going across. They're opposite each other. And you can get a whole cluster like this bush back here. There's so much elderberry. Now the flowers are edible raw, whereas the berries should be cooked before you eat them. So traditionally, it was used as a cold and flu remedy. And the stems are hollow, so they would pick out a part of the stem and they would put it into a maple tree as the spile, which is what the tap would be, and the sap would flow out of it because it was hollow. But now it's being looked into as a treatment for diabetes. Now, this plant's really cool. You can use the flowers or the berries as in wine or sparkling cider. I've seen elderflower flavored beverages become a little bit more popular now, and I really enjoy those. It's more popular over in England, where elderflower and elderberry is more in style. Now, our other plant over here, this is poke, or pokeweed. So it still has that red, only instead of staying at the top, it goes all the way down onto the bottom. They have single leaves instead of compound leaves, and their flowers and berries come on a long stem, still that red and still white flowers, but it's a long stem. The berries are bigger and look kind of like a small blueberry. The leaves and the stems of poke have been traditionally eaten in Appalachia after several boilings, because it is a mildly toxic plant, but some people will boil leaves and stems, drain off the water, boil it again, and maybe a third time, and then they'll eat it like spinach. The root of this plant is very toxic and inedible, however. So the berry of this plant that we showed you, if you can see it, it's very, very, very red. And so the berry has been used as a natural dye. The berry has been historically used for arthritis, and they are looking into making it a traditional medicine as well. So pokeweed or poke and elderberry or elderflower, two of the ones you'll see out there with these dark berries. So let me know if you've ever tried one of these plants before or where you see them.